Workers from one eastern Carolina city are heading to Florida to help with Tropical Storm Helene. Around a dozen crew members from Rocky Mount's Energy Resources Division and 4 boom trucks left Rocky Mount today to head to Tallahassee, Florida. The crews will help stage in preparation for the tropical storm, and they will assist with power restoration after the storm has passed. The storm is expected to make landfall on Thursday as a hurricane.
North Carolina high school students set a new testing record for the first time in a decade.
Alyssa Hefner spoke to the director of college and career readiness for one eastern Carolina county, and she's live now with the story. Alyssa?
Courtney, Dave, not only did more high schoolers across the state take AP exams for the 2023-2024 school year, but they also exceeded the national average scores. According to the NC Department of Public Instruction, 65.4% of students who took AP exams received a proficient score of 3 or better in North Carolina, which is higher than the national average of 65%. These scores are also up from North Carolina's 59% in the 2022-2023 school year, marking the highest average score for students in the past 10 years. The increase in students testing as well as an increase in scores is something that Onslow County schools said they have definitely noticed.
Last year we had 94 more kids tested. So again, we're talking about increasing access, right? So 94 more kids were tested last year than the previous year, and that year it was up from the year before that. We saw more exams taken, and overall across the district we saw an 11% increase in qualifying scores.
Elder also mentioned that these AP classes and exams are important to students knowing they can earn transferable college credits. And now I also spoke with the Pamlico County school system, and I was told they had 59% more of students take the AP exams than last year, with a 7% increase in proficiency. Dave?
All right, thanks, Alyssa. And according to the NCDPI, more than 155,000 AP exams were administered to students last school year, which is the highest number in a decade. So definitely making some progress.
Yeah, always good to see it trending that way.
It is.